Our first San Juan, Puerto Rico video showed off the Old Town for your cruise port of call. But what about beyond? On this port of call update video, we explore outside the norm, using Uber to hop around to gems you might overlook.
Whoa.
That's a fit.
Stick around, you might just get inspired. I'm Troy, and this is the Port Lowdown. So why Uber around on a port of call day? Well, if you've done the old city previously and want to change a pace, Wheels provide the freedom to explore some cool stuff you'll miss on foot. Besides, that free town shuttle isn't active anymore, and it was a bit squirrely to use anyway. Almost all the major car rental offices are at the airport, so that's a hard no. The public bus system can be a bit challenging with infrequent schedules. And while taxis have flat rates, they also originate with taxi stands in high volume areas where they have a lock on sidewalk space, like major hotels and the port. Plus, many drivers would rather offer you a tour package or an all-day driver service at a huge markup, which is why we chose Uber hopping. Prices are upfront on the app, and it's direct, point-to-point with no nonsense. Lyft, by the way, is relatively new to San Juan, but Uber is the OG, with better infrastructure and a larger driver pool. So we're going to stick to Uber, for now. But one note to begin, don't arrange a rideshare pickup in taxi territory right at the front curb. The taxi rideshare conflict is real here, so arrange a pickup at least across the street. Our first driver was this enterprising gentleman, Professor Sanchez.
This is my website.
Okay.
I am not a tour guide, of course. I just, when they tell me, can you do tours? No, I don't do tours. I'm retired. I just want to do a little bit of Uber, have fun, talk to people, and that's it.
Oh my goodness.
Using our rule of furthest destination first, we hit the beach. La Pocita de Piñones, about a 44 to 48 minute drive from Pier 4 in Old San Juan. This 100% local beach is along a lovely stretch of sand that extends all the way down 187 northeast of the airport. And despite it being reasonably close, it feels remote. And that's a good thing. Here at La Posita, its claim to fame is a family-friendly swimming spot due to the long, natural rock formation where the breakwater runs parallel to the shore. It blocks the heavy surf, creating a shallow, calm pool that's crystal clear. On the weekends, it's vibrant, festive. On weekdays, a quiet escape. Umbrellas and loungers are for rent, of course, but just bring small bills, please. 10s, 5s, singles, nothing larger than 20s. And USD, of course, is the norm. It is along the side of the road, so take care walking about. There is food too, along the street, or at the stalls down the road. Homegrown to the max. And while there are no bathrooms at this stretch of beach, there are bathrooms here, but you need to buy something. Of course, going back to town from the beach, there are tons of food options along the busier Museo Pinones. The only drawback to this location is that the Uber will take more time to get here. Most drivers don't linger here for long. Next, we doubled back towards Old Town, but didn't actually go there. Instead, we dropped into the Santurce district, almost halfway between the beach and Old Town. This urban outlier is known for the food and arts culture, away from the tourist crowds. First up, Museo de Arte de Puerto Rico. It's known as the definitive place to see Puerto Rican art, housed in a stunning 1920s neoclassical building that was once a municipal hospital. While the art spans 17th century to the present, it leans heavy on modern. And while some modern art is obscure or obtuse, these works are actually fun to explore. Outrageous, or just flat out amazing. And sometimes interactive in that old school way. The complex is actually quite large, and combing the various wings and floors can take up a good 2 hours. Plus, there's an education center in the basement, with informative English interactive displays. And this great outdoor 2.5-acre sculpture garden with some very clever pieces.
It's called Conflicting Evidence. It's installation of 6 chairs and 8 television. It's cute.
Bear in mind though, the museum is closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. A short 10-minute walk from the museum and you have a great market district, La Plaza de Mercado de Santurce, and its famous avocado sculptures.
Herboristeria. This is so cool. It's like Harry Potter. And you see the avocado?
Oh,
It's big.
those are huge.
Correct. Pretty tiny, surprisingly. I was kind of hoping for a bigger one. But you know, the area around it, as you can see, is really cool.
In the evenings, this place transforms into a nightlife hotspot. But the highlight here is the many restaurants to choose from, with that hip vibe Santurce is famous for. For lunch, we found this gem right next to the market, Baronia en la Posita. It's considered family-friendly and good for groups, as well as serving fresh and authentic Puerto Rican dishes.
Alcapuria, basically a mash mix of a plantain and taro root. This one is filled with some ground beef, and then they pan fry it. Not too salty, not too sweet, it's just very mild. My guess is looks like Thousand Island. This is their homebrew chili sauce. Gonna shake it a little bit. Oh, okay. It reminds me a little bit maybe homemade Tabasco, you know. One that I ordered is this Criolla style shrimp. So it's kind of like a stew, as you could see, with onion and bell pepper and tomato. Ooh, just cutting it. This is good. Just have that perfectly done and not over. It's not too salty, it's not, you could really taste the shrimp, which is nice, really. Let's go with my favorite plantain. No secret on here, just a regular plantain. That perfect sweet and sourness with a little bit caramelization from the char. It's just perfect. This is the grouper. As you can see, it's a giant fish. It's a fish fillet covered with plantain chips. They fry it in tiny little pieces and then make it into kind of looks a little bit like cornflakes. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You could tell. Now this, because it's a plantain chips, just like cornflakes, expected to be quite a bit harder. I mean, it's crunchy, but it's gonna be a little bit more hard. It's rather bland because of the plantain. I would say this is the one that you really need to mix with the sauce.
We top that off with a virgin mojito across the street at El Coco de Luis, who typically spike their stuff. Basil, mint, strawberry, and passion fruit. Now, even with full tummies, we could not resist.
Ooh, man, it's good. Perfect combination, especially a hot day like this.
Our last destination was a 7 to 10 minute drive west. Too far to walk, but not too far to Uber. The Calle Cerra area. At once gritty and hip, this once quiet area of auto shops and apartments was transformed into a concentrated art scene and the hub for local nightlife. Calle Cerra is most famous for its association with Santurce Esle, a mural festival that's turned nearly every wall on the street into set pieces from local and international artists. Now, I'm a street art fiend, so this was my happy place. But the area extends to back streets too, so explore away.
I was like, is that a dog?
That's a dog. Are you a piece of art? Yes, you are. You're a living piece of art. We came in the late afternoon, the sweet spot where the weather is cooler and the afternoon light shows off the murals at their best. It's also when the nightlife starts to ramp up. Many of the trendy bars and restaurants here are small, so the streets take on a festive block party vibe.
But this is like the block party.
Maybe that's what makes it fun. But this isn't the Wild Bunch, just urban professionals off duty. For the quintessential nightlife experience, the tiny Esquina El Watusi is ground zero. We felt we got our money's worth with Uber while saving time. Just be sure to give yourself plenty of buffer to get back to the ship. The city's traffic can snarl during rush hours. If you got good value from this video, be sure to like and share with your shipmates. And consider joining our community as a member. At the first pilot level, you'll get our growing collection of Google Map guides, curated and pinned for your convenience with plug-in walking directions, as well as 50% off our collection of Port Guide PDFs, our essential info cheat sheets with our specially designed color-coded maps. Click join at the bottom of the video for more info. And keep those comments and questions flowing. We love reading and answering them all, or as much as we can. Happy travels and see you on the next cruise.